smiles. And just know that this is a safe space in which you can use for whatever it is that you do in your self-care routine. So some like to use the comment section as a diary or just a place to reflect. We can also encourage each other and show up for each other in the space. It's just a place to feel good. So let's get started. So I'm going to start just by going around the energy and just giving you a couple moments of breathing deeply, just inhaling and exhaling. So let's just start by making sure the energy is good. Now I'm curious, have you ever gotten your a picture of your aura? It's actually pretty cool. It changes. I think it's kind of like like a personality test. It changes over time, but it's not necessarily supposed to change all the time. I don't know. I don't take pictures of auras, so I can't tell you. But it's actually really fascinating because well, mine anyway, really did speak to my personality at that time, or in general. Mine was this like very lavender purple color. I was like, yeah, that's me. Very much so me, always into everything that's like crown chakra and things like that, the highest self, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yup. So I wonder what color your aura is. So as you're breathing in and out, just release and relax. And just find peace in this moment, okay? With yourself. And be open to internal changes that happen. Completely normal. Sometimes it's like you get hungry, you're like, what is that? It's normal, baby, it's normal. And just relax in the moment. And just shifting. And so what you'll probably be feeling in this moment is, it really is different for each person. But it might feel like that's the best way to describe it, like a subtle shift in your energy. I feel like that didn't help, right? Sometimes it's a cooling sensation, sometimes it's a warmth, sometimes it's described as a chill, but just going in a certain direction. There's no wrong answers, everybody's body is different, and we should honor that. Sometimes people feel nothing at all, and that's okay too. Don't force yourself to feel like you need to feel anything. Okay. Just honor this beautiful body you are in now. I don't know, something about this month is just like, you just love yourself even more. You feel me? Like you're just like, oh, I love me, exactly as you are. Doesn't mean that you can't do whatever it is you want to do, but at the core, just loving yourself unconditionally for every aspect, internally, mentally, emotionally, physically, all that stuff. I don't know, maybe it's something in the water or the air, whatever, I'm down for it. Also, for those who are interested in the Reiki Master Teacher Training, I have not forgotten you all. It will actually be happening in resources to be able to actually give people the background knowledge and to show them how to explore their own unique approach to this modality is really important. So it's not something you can just throw it together, you know. Okay, just breathing in and out, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. And I also don't know if you all are curious about this, but ASMR is not a requirement within Reiki. You know, Reiki got very, very popular because of the ASMR artists who did Reiki role plays. And so, you know, ASMR is something I love, 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 love. And as a Reiki practitioner, I just think it pairs so well together. But it's not a requirement. It's not a requirement at all. In fact, hands-on sessions feel a lot differently than distant sessions. Distant sessions like what we're doing right now online. I knew off the bat that I wanted to do distance, even though my training was hands-on, and it actually luckily turned out to give distance experience too. But I just knew, okay, that's my bag. That's where I'm gonna be. That's where I feel comfortable. That's where, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, you know, before the pandemic, I had an in-person practice, and sometimes I do be feeling like opening them doors back up. But it's a lot. So now just bringing some smiles. Every time I go into a session, I think to myself, I'm like, I am just going to focus on working on the energy, and then I get to talking, and you all don't stop me from talking, you know. I mean, physically in this moment you cannot stop me from talking, but then you encourage me in the comment section, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep on talking. The energy healing circles that are on Patreon, they were in real life physical, and I definitely miss those. But I will say that on Patreon, it's nice because there's so many people all over the world who get to participate rather than just local to the area that I'm in, which is the DMV, like DC area. So there you go. Also, shout out to all the people who see me. And you all are so sweet because y'all don't talk to me. I don't know why. I'm a very approachable person. But y'all are so cute. You're like, nah, I don't want to say anything. But I think that's like the DC. I think that's the DC area. We don't talk to each other. I don't know why. I love talking to people. But then I probably have a DC face too. Like, okay. So now to focus back on you as we have chilled with our chit-chatting. For this no fear energy, what's coming in front for you, you know? What energy do you want to connect to and connect with so deeply? What fears are you facing? You know, when you face your fears, sometimes it's not even this scary thing, but more of this dismantling of a thought system that is just not real. And dismantling those thoughts, sometimes it's like the only thing you really have to do. Like, that's not real. And you show up the next day and you're like, oh wow, I wasted a sometimes it's peace, it's calm, sometimes it's letting things go, but knowing that your body is smart and intelligent and perfect enough to know what it needs. Okay. Allowing your body to just be in this moment and relax. Energy healing is a very interesting modality because it is our original, both spiritual / religious and medical system as a human species. And thankfully, over time, we have expanded to other things as well. Y'all know me, I'm a proponent of just give us all the good stuff, give us the mindfulness, give us the energy healing, give us the medicine, give us all this stuff, okay? You want as many people on your team at one time, not just, one thing. And energy healing is so interesting because our original energy healers are, for the lack of a better word, the shamans of the indigenous cultures around the world. So nowhere in the world, or better yet said, everywhere in the world has its first people. Even as we explored as a species, going to different places, and those people were, they used what they had available to them, which was their senses, and which was the heightened development of these other aspects too that science is catching up to over time, But I just think it's really fascinating because there is quackery out here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been going to some of these conventions and I was like, no. No. And then, I have these amazing, just so many stories of these amazing energetic experiences within this modality. So it's just like, I get you. I see both, baby. I see both. That's why I always encourage you to continue to explore. That's why I always encourage you to be as open as possible, to get as much help as possible, to be connected to all this beautiful energy. And what it actually teaches us is the subtleness of mindfulness, or the subtleness of self-care, or just sometimes we try to make everything so complicated. So you feel like you need this fancy tool, or all of these crystals, or this electronic, super expensive electronic device, when sometimes all you have is you. And so it teaches how to you to regulate yourself. But again, I tell people all the time, there are other things that you should be doing too. Like if you're lucky enough to have access to adequate health insurance, I know you better be getting a therapist, you better be going to the doctor. Come on now. If you're that lucky, if you don't take your ass somewhere. And then I've also been on the other side where you go to certain places and then you kind of get funneled into maybe a system that isn't solving your problem, so it requires you to go out and get some more to it. And my favorite combination is being able to see through your actual medical documentation that there are shifts and changes happening through your body with a combination of things. So I think it's nice tell me how you're doing. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go ahead and do my, I forgot I had a little hoodie. Hold on. I don't know why. I think this is so freaking cute. No, it's not cute. Never mind. I don't know why I spent time doing that. Sorry. Okay. Got it. Okay. A couple more moments here. Just the energy here. Inhaling and exhaling. Being in this moment with yourself and just giving yourself lots and lots and lots and lots of love. And I know that it sounds like, okay girl, love is the solution to everything, but what I'm trying to get at is the better or the more positive associations you have with yourself, the easier you are on your body. If your body is in a perpetual state of stress, if your body is in a perpetual state of conflict that requires your organs and your regulatory systems to work much harder, but when you are in a state of, love and peace and gratitude for yourself, you make it easier on yourself. So if you have other things that you're dealing with too, it exacerbates what's going on. But when you're loving and sweet to yourself, it's kind of like the first layer you have so that your body can potentially bounce back as you're going through things. So I'm just trying to be as sweet as possible. And again, you all know I'm paid in smiles, so got it. Just being in this moment and sharing this space. Also, if there are any video requests, let me know because I would love to see what you all would like. Just help you fall asleep, get relaxed. I know I personally love visual tingles. I think that's probably why I do it so much. As well as certain things that I'm using is actually a healing style. They're called Metatron healing hand positions. So occasionally I will throw some of those in. Shout out to the Reiki level 2 and Reiki level 3s who are exploring Metatron healing hand positions. So exciting. So go ahead and breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Using just the power in the hand to relax. Just going to be removing anything that might be coming up for you and sending it on its way. Just next evolutionary path. Gonna light this up. New herb alert. I have moved to cinnamon, so I'm gonna start incorporating cinnamon into our smoke cleansing. Cause why not? Okay, breathe that in. Beautiful. You're doing a fantastic job. Lovely. Okay. And I love how this brings up the conversation of sustainability on herbs that we can use for smoke clearing and cleansing, as well as cultural appropriation, so that we understand that various herbs definitely have significance to various cultures and lineages, and that we want to utilize all of these herbs available. You don't just have to use white sage, you don't just have to use Palo Santo, you can yourself to be. No worries, no fears. Embracing the path, allowing it to be whatever it is, without judgment, without pain, without fear, without any of those things. Accepting that beautiful, perfect path right in front of you, in front of you. Okay, relax, 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 relax. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. Relax, relax. Enjoy, enjoy. Okay. I got this is her. Releasing and letting it go. Releasing and letting it go. Releasing and letting it go. Just letting it go. Pulling anything that you need to let go of and letting it go. Relax. Be at one. Be connected. Be peace. Be whole. Be beauty. Be rough sometimes. Like a diamond in the rough, kind of. Accepting yourself for 100% who you are, as you are. Cutting away anything that does not serve that path, that journey, that belief system, that understanding of you. Sometimes you gotta, it's kind of thick and you gotta okay. Beautiful. Letting it go. So I'm just gonna check on you right here. Just gonna check on you. Just gonna check on you. Checking in with how you're feeling, what's going on. Sometimes you gotta embrace the struggle. Things are not always gonna go your way. That is okay. In fact, that dichotomy, that feeling of being between two worlds, is exactly what makes you so grateful. When the blessing comes, when the peace comes, when the relaxation comes, when the happiness comes, when the joy comes, that delayed gratification is key. You know, sometimes suffering can feel like the worst thing. Sometimes even fear of suffering can feel even worse. But know that pressure makes a diamond. Pressure makes these crystals stronger than you know, and you are strong enough. Strong enough to make it through anything, and I do mean anything. Give yourself some credit. Think about those times that you've made it to the other side, and know that you are wise, and you are special, and you are perfect, and exactly as you are. Embrace the mistakes, embrace the fears, embrace everything about you, because it's good enough. Everything about you, because it's yourself. Relax in the beautiful energy that surrounds you, that is around you. Relax into every moment. Relax into clarity and joy. Relax into it. Being at peace with the energy that is you. Being at peace with the strength, the balance that is you. And releasing and letting go of any stress that no longer serves you. Just removing that from your energy as a whole. Just letting it go, 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 and releasing it, releasing it, releasing it, releasing it, releasing it, releasing it, and letting it go, 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 releasing it. Okay, good job. Put that to the side and just move the energy around. Again, moving the energy around and moving that energy around. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just the things that need to be let go, the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are just not for your highest vibrational good, the things that need to be moved on, 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 moved on. The things that need to be let go, let go, let go, so you can grow. So let's get into the aura now. Just working with this energy that you have around you and balancing it, okay? There's no reason why your energy can't be squeaky clean and balanced. Balanced, 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 balanced. Got it. Got it. Okay. 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 Got it. 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 Good job. Good job. Rest. 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 Okay. Rest in these moments. Rest with your energy. Rest with your peace. Rest. Okay. And let's just make sure there's this beautiful protection over your energy as a whole. That you are the energy of love and light. That you are the energy of courage and understanding. That you are the energy of just infinite wisdom. That it comes from within you and surrounds you at all times. At all times. At all times. At all times. Okay, good job. 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 serving you, no longer bringing you the best and highest vibrational wisdom. Bring into this space clarity, cleansing, and complete, 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 complete energy, 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 energy. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Now let's move on to balancing your energy. So, breathing in here, just taking a couple moments. I'm going to go in with some Reiki symbols, but just allow everything that needed to be let go to be freed from the body. Allow the aura around a protective layer to be balanced. And now to balance the energy as a whole. Just bringing this soothing energy in, okay? Take a couple deep breaths for me. Just wiping the mind essentially so that you don't hold on to anything you don't need. Letting go of anything that is no longer for your highest vibrational good on this path, and letting it go. Okay. Moving this around, this energy around, and just cleansing now the physical body so that it is in its highest health and protection. Okay. 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 Got it. Bring it down now to the legs so that you're rooted firm in who you are and how you are. Okay. Down to the feet. 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 Okay, let's rest here. Rest in this energy and moving it around. Moving it around. Moving it around. Moving the energy around, around, around. Moving it around, moving it around, moving it around. Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, and let's go a little bit deeper into the memories so that you have good memories of balance, and that you have good memories of hope and understanding, that you have good memories of clarity and peace and comfort, that you have good memories. Okay, good job. Just allow those memories to be at one, at one, at one, is to set the intention. Only thing that really pops out could be Mother, Father, God, to show that balance between the feminine and the masculine in a non-gendered way, just a balance of energy flowing back and forth, or whatever, or however you view higher power. If you view it, it's not a requirement. In the Ashe, which comes from the Yoruba, similar to how we would look at chi or life force energy, in the name of I am, meaning you co-create the life that you live. That the way that you view things in your mind always comes to be. So if you surround yourself by people who are negative, and you, including yourself, are constantly thinking negative thoughts, that's what you attract, because the mind is so powerful. A lot of the times when we do manifestation work, or we can call it like magic or something like that, it really isn't this thing of like, oh, it's coming from your hands, or it's coming from, you doing this spell. It's coming from the mind. The mind is the most powerful thing we have, and we barely use it to its fullest capacity. Like when we get into mediumship or we get into intuitive work, that's coming from right up here. So it is expansive and it is growth oriented, but most importantly, it is here for you on your path. As you go on your path, feel very comfortable trusting in yourself. Don't feel like you gotta trust in things outside of yourself. Trusting yourself first, and then the right things will fall into place. Okay, always bet on yourself. So now that I'm done talking about that, we're gonna go into the Reiki symbols, and I honestly take a moment to talk about these things because my number one pet peeve within our spiritual communities is when people don't reflect on things for what they are. Everybody wants to manifest something, but does everybody always talk about like letting things go before you can even manifest it, or even questioning yourself, wondering why you want a certain thing? Sometimes you're at a vibrational state that actually isn't where you are destined to go. So if you start to manifest things from that vibrational state, then you will begin to receive things that actually aren't where you need to go. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like you're a big fish in a small pond, but you need to continue to expand. But if you only keep your dreams small, then you won't really get what you deserve. And so I always like to take a moment to say, sometimes it's better to just let life flow, and also know how to adjust when life isn't happening the way you want. And that doesn't really even take any kind of manipulation or anything like that. Just understand the wisdom that comes. That's what I realized all of the years. I was actually talking to Repocus, my sister, about this. The more that we learn, the more we practice, the more we release, surrender, and just allow it to be. You don't feel like you gotta go out your way to do things. You trust that the universe will send it to you at its right time. You no longer look at things in like a positive or negative thing. You see it as a way for your soul to expand, and you feel like more in control of your energy without having to manipulate everything outside of you. Okay, I'm gonna sit down now. Okay. So gonna go in now with the Reiki symbols. Okay. And if you want to learn more, that is what the Reiki level 1 certification is for. And I'm in such a teaching mood that I couldn't help but have that conversation. But let's just go in here and just balance out the energy. So just going in and starting to move things around and just making sure it's aligned. Okay. responsibility to figure out what you believe, your spiritual path or your religious path. And that should be your choice. Whether you believe in something or you don't believe in anything, or whatever that is, you are responsible for how you live this life, and you have to make the choices for it. So don't just be in a faith because you were born into it, or don't force yourself to do things because you feel like you have to. Go with the flow. People change all the time. Be expansive and grow. A part of the reason why I went to school for religious studies was because I really enjoyed learning about religion and faith and things like that without feeling like I needed to join anything. I was like, I don't need to join this, but I just enjoyed it. And now looking at it later, I appreciate the opportunity to have those scholarly conversations, and then at the same time to see people who were my peers who were in certain faiths too, and giving that perspective as well. So that's always wonderful. But ultimately, your healing is a personal journey that you get to define and build and recalibrate all the time. One thing that I want you to let go, maybe you don't hold on to it, but to let it go, is any guilt that is related to your spiritual path, your religious path. Guilt has no place, shame has no place, and I totally understand there are a lot of different faiths that incorporate the guilt and the shame as a part of keeping things in line, get it? But at the end of the day, universe, God, source, or whatever you believe in, is unconditional love. In a lot of these experiences that we experience in life, even the traumatic ones are on a soul level, transformational. And when you look at it from your soul's perspective, this soul that has incarnated into this body that exists long, before and after we, as we are in this experience, are gone, you notice that everything you do, as long as you can find the path to the higher vibrational experience, no matter what you've ever gone through, the soul evolves. If the soul can go through things and still find its way back to God, universe, source, or, if you want to visualize it as unconditional love, or a star or planet or something like that, unlimited love, source energy, whatever you want to call it, as long as you can find your way back, no matter what you've gone through, the soul elevates and continues to elevate in a way that it couldn't outside of the physical body, if that makes sense to you. So your entire life has been building up to this one moment in which you can raise your vibrational frequency and allow your soul to grow. And the only permission you need, the only tools you need, the only situation or scenario you need, the only person you need is yourself, and to give yourself permission to do it. Letting go of the baggage, letting go of the past, letting go of preconceived notions, beliefs, and all this other stuff. You get to empower yourself to go much further and much farther than what anyone told you. Now, it's a little difficult when you're surrounded by energy that is reinforcing these things that aren't in alignment. But if you can find the strength within you to get yourself to where you need to go in a vibrational state, your potential is unlimited. You can do anything, and the most beautiful thing about it is when people get to that state, even though they can do anything, they just end up doing what they love, and it gives them more than what maybe a societal positive thing to do is. When you get to the space where you just have unconditional love for yourself, where you feel in control of yourself, your body, you have that body autonomy, you have that physical space, you feel in control of your life regardless of what happens, and do your moods and your feelings and your thoughts. That is where true power comes, and that's when you start to share your life purpose with others. So just moving that energy through, continuing to move that energy through, just working through the aura and cleansing that. were chosen simply by being you. That was the only prerequisite. You don't have to prove anything. Nothing is required. Please don't prove anything. Just be yourself and follow the gifts and the passions that you have in your heart, that have been placed in your heart. You have to live them out, whatever it is. And if it's unconventional, you'll figure it out. It'll always come into line. But just make sure you go for it and go after it, okay? So just shifting this energy, encouraging you to do it your way, okay? You know how to do it. Just do it your way. Just do it your way. Do it your way. Do it your way. Okay. Just bringing that back in line, shifting that energy, allowing it to focus, 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 focus. Okay. So I'm going to bring in some cleansing cinnamon, my herb of choice. I'm sure your herb of choice is whatever it is. Feel free to be expansive and to explore. So with cinnamon, I love that it's always so grounding. I love that it is constantly burning. I'm very connected to root chakra energy, and it has a very root chakra balancing type of energy. And it is cinnamon. It's cinnamon, love. It is cinnamon, okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Just place that over to the side. And I'm just going to shift out any residual stuff and just let it go. Take 3 deep breaths for me. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Fantastic. Beautiful. You did a great job. So I'm going to smooth over your aura and seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, congratulations. You won the life that you have, and you won the most perfect life